So let's go ahead and get started by sitting tall. Please sit comfortably. Good. And your legs can be crossed, your legs can be extended. Do what you need to do to be comfortable here, but allow the spine to be lifted. And take a couple of deep breaths in and out. And just settling into this moment, this present moment. This is the only one we have. Be here with it. We'll do a quick breathing technique to help us, again, be a bit more present. So with your next inhale, inhale through the nostrils, fill the lungs to capacity. You want to feel a little bit of a stretching at that top edge, and hold the breath in for 1, 2, and then exhale slowly out of your mouth. And we're going to repeat that. Inhale slowly through the nostrils, filling the lungs to that full point. You want to feel a slight stretching happening in the lungs and the rib cage. Hold the breath in for 2 counts. 2, 1, exhale out of your mouth. And we'll repeat that one more time. And this time we're going to hold the breath in for 4 counts if you can. So slow breath in. Holding. And then exhale out of the mouth after 4 counts. And then just breathe normally. Notice how you feel as you do so. After that short breathing technique, you already might start to feel a shift. You're probably more embodied. You might feel a bit more present or awake even. And it's okay if none of that is true. Just a couple more of these present breaths. It's often good just to take a few moments to just be, to kind of stop the movement, stop the activity of the body and mind, so that we can start again with intention, from a place of greater sense of control. So allow that agency to be where we practice from this evening. So when you're ready, take a deeper, fuller breath. Bring the palms together at the heart and lower the chin, and honor yourself as you are in this moment. Body, breath, energetic state of mind. And then go ahead and rub the palms together, creating heat. And take those heated palms over your eyes, brushing back over the head, down the neck, bringing yourself back to the space around you. Welcome back. Let's start on hands and knees tonight. So moving any props you have off to the side. We're going to bring your hands underneath your shoulders, knees beneath the hips or slightly further back. Good, and we're just going to do something a bit different. We're just going to start to sway the hips from side to side here. Often we go to cat-cow or child's pose, but the hips move in all directions. So just from side to side a little bit, you might feel, some stretching or tension in the hip flexors or the lower back or somewhere else. And breathe as you do so. And this next part, there's really no wrong way to do it, but I just want you to kind of feel some fluidity in your hips. And as you start to circle them around a bit, taking them back a little bit, drawing them forward, out to the side, just making these circles with the hips. Now, as we continue this, if this is a lot on your knees, You can bring a folded blanket underneath your knees. And if you don't have one present, you can actually just take the sides of your mat and bring them under the knees so that you just have a little bit more cushion if you need to, okay? We keep moving the hips around. And if you find yourself going in one direction for a while, switch directions. Just moving the hips. They get so stuck, they get so tight, especially when we're sitting for a while. So this is a nice little exercise to break up some of that tension. Good. And then when you're ready, go ahead and settle all the way back to child's pose for a moment. Really reaching forward with the arms and hands and fingertips, really feeling your hips sink down toward your heels. And then from child's pose, keeping the hips grounding towards your heels, go ahead and walk your hands off of the left side of your yoga mat. So just walking the hands to the left, and especially think about grounding your right hip down toward its heel, and that'll help to give you this big stretch on the right side of the body. Now we're just getting warmed up here, so you don't have to go too far too soon. Beautiful. When you're ready, walk the hands back to center and just go to the right this time, walking the hands off the right side of your yoga mat. Think about grounding the left hip this time. Big length on that left side. Deep breaths as you do so. Good. All right. When you're ready, walk the hands back to center and come back up to hands and knees. Good job. All right. So I'm going to turn to face you, but you can stay facing forward on hands and knees on your mat. Make sure I can stay in the camera for all this. Okay. So hands under your shoulders, knees beneath the hips. Go ahead and step the right foot way out to the side, grounding that foot flat to the floor. And the leg is in line with the hip bones here. So it's not too far back, it's not too far forward. It's straight out to the side, and we're grounding through the pinky edge of that right foot. All right. Now, what we'll do here now is draw the shoulders down the back, look forward, and then feel your tailbone lift behind you. And then keep the tailbone lifting as you glide backwards, and you'll feel the stretch on the inner thigh. Then inhale, come back up. We're going to move dynamically here. Exhales, just gliding back. Try to keep the tailbone lifting. Inhale up. Exhale, gliding back. Inhale up. Exhale, gliding back. One more time, okay? Coming up, inhale. And exhale, gliding back. Go to a point where you feel the stretch, but it's not too intense. Again, allow the tailbone to lift and just stay here and breathe for a few rounds, okay? Good. And then go ahead and bring yourself back up. We're going to keep that right leg out to the right, okay? Hands can stay under the shoulders. Take a deep breath in. With your exhale, you're going to bend the right knee, sink down into the hip. Then inhale, come back up. Good. Again, exhale, we're sinking down, bending the knee. Inhale, come back up. And just keep going a few more times. Sinking in and back up. Good. Now, the next time you bend your right knee, sinking into that hip, go ahead and stay here. Just about 3 breaths. Good. Then inhale, straighten the right leg and go ahead and bring that knee on in. Good. And from here, we're going to switch sides. So taking your left foot all the way out to the side. Again, the leg is in line with both hip bones. You're grounding through the pinky edge of that left foot, hands under the shoulders, and lift the tailbone behind you. Take a deep breath in. With your exhale, glide back. Inhale back up. And exhale, glide back. Inhale up. Exhale, gliding back. Keep the tailbone lifting. 2 more times. And then with this next exhale, glide back to your point. Again, wherever you feel that stretch before it's too intense, lift the tailbone and stay for about 3 full rounds of breath. Good, then inhale, come back up. And we'll work with bending the knee now. So take a deep breath in. With your exhale, bend the left knee, sink down into that hip. Inhale, come back up. And let's do that about 4 more times. Sinking in, coming back up. Good, now take your time, but as you bend the left knee, this time stay. Again, just about 3 breaths. Good, inhale, straighten the left leg. Bring the knee in and we'll come into child's pose for a moment. Seat to the heels, forehead toward the floor. Good. And with your next inhale, go ahead and come back up to hands and knees. We're going to do a bit more with that kind of position we had last time. So hands under the shoulders, knees beneath the hips, step the right foot out to the side. Good. Now this time, I'd like you to bring your left hand under your face, directly underneath your face. The right arm extends out to the side, palm facing down. Take a deep breath in here. And with your exhale, sweep the right arm into the air, twist into gate pose. Good, then inhale, come out of the pose. Then exhale, twist back into the pose, guiding that right shoulder back. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, twist. Inhale, unwind. And exhale, twist. Inhale, unwind. And exhale, twist. Stay in the pose this time. Guide the right shoulder back. Looking up if it's comfortable on your neck. If it's not comfortable on your neck, just look straight forward. Good. With your next inhale, unwind. Bring that right hand all the way to the floor. Step the right leg in. Child's pose to adjust. But only for a moment. Come back up, inhale, and we'll do the other side, extending the left leg out to the left. Bring the right hand directly underneath your face. Extend the left arm out to the side, palm face down. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, twist, coming into the pose. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, twist. Inhale, unwind. Twist. Twice more. Warming up the spine a little bit. Exhale, twist. Last one, and we'll hold on this last round, twisting into the pose and stay. Guiding this left shoulder back behind you. Again, looking up if you can, or looking straight forward. Good. Inhale, unwind. Go ahead and step that left leg in. Child's pose once again. Good. And then inhale back up to hands and knees. Now we're going to do just a couple more postures here on our knees. So it's okay if you do want to grab some support to go underneath those joints. It's okay to support yourself here. Good. So from hands and knees, go ahead and extend your right leg out straight behind you. So the leg is lifting off the floor and have your toes pointing directly toward the ground. So not out to the side, but toes straight down. Good, and lift the heel, look forward. We're gonna take a deep breath in here, and you may wanna watch me do this once. We'll take a deep breath in here. With the exhale, I'm gonna bend the right knee and take it out to the side. We call this the fire hydrant. And then inhale, extend the leg back out behind you. And then we'll do that a few more times. Exhale, bend the knee out to the side, lifting it as high as you can. Then inhale, extend back. Exhale out to the side. Inhale, extending back. Let's do a couple more. And then we're going to hold for just 3 breaths. Take the knee out to the side, stay. Lift the knee as high as you can. Good, then extend the leg out. Take the knee to the floor. Sway in the hips. And then we'll see what that feels like on the other side. So coming back to center. Extend the left leg out this time. Again, toes pointing directly toward the ground. There's a slight inner rotation of that left hip. And for now, you're looking forward with the heart. Good. Take a deep breath in. With your exhale, bend the knee out to the side. Inhale, extend back. Exhale out to the side. Inhale, extend back. Exhale out to the side, lifting that knee as high as you can. And back, twice more. And then hold the pose this time, bending the knee out to the side, lift it as high as you can. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Good, extend back. Knee to the ground. Sway in the hips. And then just sway those hips all the way back to child's pose again. Good. Now to give the hands a break, the wrists a break, go ahead and bring your arms down by your sides, palms face up. Good. And we'll work with hero's pose a bit here. So with your next inhale, extend the arms out to the side, lift up onto the knees, reach the arms overhead, turn the chest toward the ceiling. And with your exhale, slowly, with control from your center, release back down. Let's do that again. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the side, lift all the way up. Turn the chest toward the ceiling. Exhale, with control, come back down. Inhale back up. Exhale back down. Inhale. Exhale. Last one for now. Inhale, come up. Stay up for 3 breaths. Really reaching up through the arms, feeling the chest open. Take a deep breath in. And exhale carefully. Release on down. Good, all right. When you're ready, extend the arms forward, hands on the ground. Lift up to hands and knees. Curl the toes under and lift the hips into the air. Finally, we made it. Downward facing dog. Now it's our first down dog of the night, so go ahead and walk it out a bit, pressing a heel to the floor as you bend the opposite knee, pedaling the feet here, and feeling length along the spine, the hips reaching toward the sky behind you. Feeling sensation here, what's going on in the body. Good. Now with your next inhale, float back down onto hands and knees. Bend your elbows in towards your waist and plank yourself down to the earth. Good. Hands are under the shoulders. Elbows are bent. Squeeze them into your sides. Feel your pelvis ground into the floor, and we're going to come into locust pose. So with your inhale, roll the shoulders down the back, lift the head, chest, and legs. Good. Exhale, float down. Let's do that again. Roll the shoulders down the back, lifting head, chest, and the legs. Exhale, release. 3 more times. Inhale. One more time. Inhale, come up. We'll stay for 3. Shoulders gliding down the back, elbows squeezing in towards your sides, inner thighs are lifting. Deep breath in. And exhale, release. On down. Turn the head to a side for a moment. Take a breath. Good. All right. Curling the toes under. Go ahead and press the floor forward to push up to hands and knees and come back into your downward facing dog, lifting the hips into the air. Good. And then from here, walk your hands back to meet your feet, coming into the standing forward fold. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of work here in the forward fold. The first thing is don't lock the knees. Allow there to be a little bit of bend to them. With your inhale, press your palms to your shins, lift your chest halfway up, so parallel to the floor, looking straight down, shoulders down the back. With your exhale, fold back down over the legs. Good, let's do that again. Inhale, come halfway up. And exhale, fold. I'm really into 5s tonight, so we're gonna do it 3 more times. Inhale, halfway up. There's no particular reason for that. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale down. And of course, in this last round, we'll hold for 3 breaths, because why not? Halfway up. And again, you're looking straight down at the floor. You're not jutting your chin forward. That's common. I see that in this posture, and it's not the way to do it. Looking straight down, shoulders down the back. The back is flat. Deep breath in. And exhale, folding on down. Good. Stay for a few breaths. Again, the knees are slightly bent, draping the upper body down over the legs. Release the head, neck, shoulders, arms. Good. All right. And then bend your knees a bit more, and then begin to roll yourself up, stacking the spine, single vertebrae at a time. Your chin is the last to lift. You find yourself standing. Good. All right. So continuing our little warm up here, we're going to do some arm swings. And so for this variation, it's going to be arms up, arms back, arms up, and then just jab the elbows back. Now the breath is a 3-part inhale through the nose and 1 powerful exhale out of your mouth with the movement. So the movement looks like this with the breath. Inhale up, inhale back, inhale up, and then exhale, jab the elbows back. And we're gonna go for about 2 minutes. And so you can go at a slow pace if you'd like to. You can go quickly, then slow down later, but try to make it to the finish line, okay? Don't just burn yourself out immediately because you have energy at the start. We gotta make it to the end, okay? So having the feet stack underneath your hips. Again, it's a 3-part inhale through the nose and 1 powerful exhale out of your mouth. Let's begin. When you're ready, inhale up, inhale back, inhale up, exhale jab. Inhale, 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 exhale. Keep going. 3-part inhale through the nose, powerful exhale out of the mouth. And try to feel the full rotation of your shoulders here. It's one of the functions of this exercise is to warm up these shoulders. So all the way up, all the way back, all the way up, and then jab. And that's a powerful exhale out of the mouth, as I said before. You want to feel the navel pull into the body and up. You want to clear the respiratory system with that powerful exhale. Clear the throat, clear the lungs, get rid of that stale, toxic air that gets built up at the base portion of our lungs when we breathe shallowly. Let it go. It's almost like a wheeze. Really let it go. So you're a little more than halfway done. You're probably already starting to feel a little bit of fatigue enter the system. That's okay. Again, you can slow the movement down, but try to keep going if you can, because if we can make it past that 90-second mark, we start to reset your nervous system. We start to pull you out of that fight, flight, collapse response, and we ground you in your parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and digest response. But you have to keep going. 30 more seconds. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Feel sensation for a moment. Breath rate, heart rate, feeling in the body, maybe some tingling in the arms and hands, clearing in the chest, cooling in the nostrils. What's your breath rate? What's your heart rate? Beautiful. All right, so bringing your awareness on back. I'm going to ask you to take your feet just a little bit wider than your shoulders, okay? Then lift your left arm into the air. And then reach up with your right hand and grab hold of the left wrist and pull that arm straight up toward the ceiling, creating some length on that left side. And then keeping that length, go ahead and just tilt gently to the right with the upper body. Breathe. And then come back up and release. Good. Probably feels important to do the other side. So lift your right arm up. Reach up and grab the wrist. Again, pull it toward the ceiling. Traction it upwards first. Stay for a couple of breaths before you tilt. And then take that length and just tilt to the left, feeling some extension on the right side of your body. Good. And then come up and release. Good job. What we'll do now is I'll ask you to interlace your fingers at your lower back. And then you're going to squeeze the shoulder blades together and lift the arms off the back a little bit, okay? And then you're going to look up with your chest, feel the heart opening, and then keep the arms lifting off the back as much as you can and hinge at the hips. Fold forward down over the legs. Again, lifting the arms off the back as far as you can. Now the knees are not locked here. Let them be bent just slightly. Feel those shoulder blades working toward one another and slipping up towards your neck. And of course, breathe. Good. Now staying in the forward fold, release the hands to the floor. With your next inhale, you'll press palms to shins, come halfway up. Exhale, fold down again. With a strong back, sweep your arms out to the side, come all the way up to standing, reaching up and over, and bring your palms to your heart. Good. Staying hydrated. So we're going to move into our sun salutation next. We haven't done much with lunging yet or with warrior poses. So we're going to take the first few a little bit slower so that we can get used to the postures because we haven't necessarily warmed up in them quite yet. So please step to the top of your mat, whichever direction is for you. Have your feet about hip width apart, standing tall. Bring your palms to your heart. Now, before we start moving, find your breath. We'll attempt to move on the flow of your breath. So with your next inhale, sweep your arms down, out to the sides and up. And with your exhale, hinge at the hips and swan dive, fold forward and down. Press palms to shins, come halfway up. And then exhale, fold down. And you're going to step your right foot way back. Take your back foot flat to the floor. Now the toes are pointing directly out to the sides, and you're going to bend your front knee strong. This is a warrior two stance. When you're ready, reach your left arm forward and pinwheel yourself up into warrior two. So the front knee is bending toward its own toes. You're sinking deeply here. The arms are extending out over the legs, and then turn your palms toward the ceiling. When you do that, it compresses the shoulders down away from your ears, and it's impossible to shrug them up. Little body hack for you. Good. Stay for another breath or two, looking out over your right fingertips. I guess left fingertips, sorry. Looking forward. Or it is right. We'll get it. Yeah, the forward one. Good. Now take a deep breath in. And with your exhale, swim forward, bring your hands to the ground, and we're going to step back to downward facing dog. Good. Now from here, float down onto hands and knees. And we're going to come into child's pose. Take your arms down by your sides. Let's do hero's pose. With your inhale, sweep the arms out to the sides. Come all the way up. Good. Turning the heart toward the ceiling. Exhale, release back down. Let's do that two more times. Sweep the arms out to the sides. It's good to get the back nice and warmed up here, especially the lower back. Exhale, release down. One more time. Inhale. Good. And then exhale, release. On down, child's pose. Take your arms forward. Come up to hands and knees, and we'll return to downward facing dog. Good. So in downward facing dog, lift your right leg into the air. With your exhale, swing or carry step the right foot forward. Now, if it doesn't make it all the way, you're going to reach down and grab the ankle and help it through, okay? Your back foot turns flat to the floor, toes pointing out to the sides. And when you're ready, go ahead and bring yourself on up into warrior two on this second side. Arms extending out, turn the palms toward the ceiling. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Staying for another breath or so. Then take a deep breath in. Exhale, swim on forward. Step forward, standing forward fold. Press palms to shins, come halfway up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the side with a strong back lift all the way up. Inhale. And exhale, palms to your heart. Good, let's do that again, all right? Inhale, sweep the arms down, back, and up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Palms to shins, inhale. Exhale, release, step your left foot back. Again, the back foot comes flat to the floor, toes pointing out to the side. Bend the right knee strong. Inhale, come on up into warrior two. Turn the palms toward the ceiling. Good, now adding on a posture here. Take your left hand down onto the left leg. Keep the front knee bending strong with the right arm up and back, coming into reverse warrior. And you're looking up, you're guiding the right shoulder back, and you're bending that front knee. Good, take a deep breath in here. And with your exhale, carefully, you're gonna swim all the way forward, hands to the floor, and step back to downward dog. Inhale, float down onto hands and knees. And exhale, child's pose again. Bring your arms down by your sides. Inhale, hero's pose. Sweep the arms out to the side, come all the way up. And then with control, coming back down. Good, extend the arms forward. Inhale up to hands and knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. This time lift your left leg high. And exhale, step the left foot all the way between the hands. Again, helping it forward if you need to. Back foot turns flat to the floor, bend the front knee strong, and come on up into warrior two. On this side, bending the front knee. Palms toward the sky. Right hand down onto the right leg behind you. With the left arm up and back. Keep the front knee bending. Roll the left shoulder back a little bit. Reverse warrior. Take a deep breath in here. And with your exhale, carefully swim all the way forward, step forward, standing forward, fold. Good. Press palms to shins, come halfway up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the side, coming all the way up. And palms to the heart. Good. We're going to add another pose this time. So inhale, sweep the arms down, back, and up. And this time, bend your knees deeply. Sweep the arms down and back, chair prep, and keep the knees bent as you lift the arms forward and up into chair pose. Good. Stay in chair pose for the exhale. And then inhale, straighten the legs, and exhale, swan dive, fold forward. Palms to shins, halfway up. Exhale, release, and step your right foot back foot flat on the floor. Again, prepping for warrior two. Bend the front knee, come on up, warrior two. Palms facing the ceiling. Good. Take the right hand onto the leg behind you, lift the left arm up and back. Reverse warrior. Inhale here. And exhale, swim forward and step back to downward facing dog. Good. Floating down onto hands and knees. Exhale, child's pose, arms by your sides. Coming into hero's pose, sweep the arms out to the side, lift all the way up. Turn the heart toward the ceiling. Exhale carefully, release back down, child's pose. Take the arms forward, hands on the ground. Adding a posture here as well. I'm going to ask you to slither forward down onto your belly. Have your hands under your shoulders, elbows bent. We're adding in a locust pose. So ground the hips. With your inhale, lift the head, chest, and the legs, the locust pose. And exhale, release. Curl the toes under. Push up to hands and knees. And lift the hips into the air, downward facing dog. Take a breath. And in down dog, lift the right leg high and step it forward. Help it forward. Back foot flat on the floor. Bend the right knee strong. Come on up. Warrior two. Palms to the ceiling. Good. Left hand down onto the leg behind you. Lift the right arm up and back. Reverse warrior. Good. Take a deep breath in here. And exhale, swim forward and step the back foot forward. Standing forward fold. Palms to shins halfway up here. And exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the side with a strong back lift all the way up. And release, palms to your heart. Take an adjusting breath before we continue. And this, as we continue, we're going to make the flow a bit more flowy. We're going to continue to move instead of holding singular postures. So with your next inhale, please sweep the arms down, back, and up. Exhale, bend the knees, chair prep, sweep the arms behind you. Inhale, come into chair pose, lifting the arms up, and stay in chair for the exhale. Inhale, straighten the knees, and fold forward. Palms to shins, halfway up, inhale. Exhale, release. Please step the left foot back. Back foot flat on the floor, bend the right knee, warrior two. Come on up, and exhale, sink into the pose. With your inhale, come into reverse warrior. Left hand down, right arm up and back. And then exhale, carefully swim forward, hands to the floor, and step back to downward dog. Inhale, float down onto hands and knees. Exhale, child's pose, arms by your sides. Coming into hero's pose, sweep the arms out to the side, inhale. Come up onto the knees, reach up. And exhale with control, come back on down. Take the arms forward and slither down onto your belly. Again, hands under the shoulders, elbows bent, ground the pelvis. With your inhale, lift into locust pose, head, chest, legs. Exhale, release. Curl the toes under, push up and back, downward facing dog. Stay for a breath. Left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, step the foot through, help it forward. Back foot turns flat to the floor, bend the left knee, warrior two, come on up and sink on in. With your inhale, take the right arm down, lift the left arm up and back. And then exhale, swim all the way forward, hands to the ground, and step forward, standing forward fold. Palms to shins, halfway up and down. Arms out to the side, come all the way up. And we'll move right into the next round. Bend the knees, sweep the arms back, chair prep, chair pose, inhale, and stay for the exhale. Inhale, straighten up and fold forward. Palms to shins, halfway. Exhale, release, and step the right foot way back. Back foot flat to the floor, bend the left knee, come into warrior two, inhale. Exhale, sink into the pose. Inhale, come into reverse warrior. Then exhale, swim forward and step back to downward facing dog. Hands and knees, inhale, child's pose. Exhale, arms by your sides. Hero's pose, sweep the arms out to the side and overhead, come up onto the knees. And exhale, lower with control. Hands forward, slither forward, down onto the abdomen. Hands under the shoulders, elbows bent. Ground your pelvis. Inhale, lift, locust, head, chest, legs. And exhale, release. Curl the toes under, push up, and back, downward facing dog. One breath here. Good. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, step the right foot through, help it forward. Back foot flat to the floor, bend the right knee. Warrior two on this side. Palms to the sky, sink on in. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, swim forward, step forward, standing forward fold. Good. Palms to shins. Exhale down. Arms out to the side, come all the way up. One more round. Bend the knees, sweep the arms back, chair prep. Inhale, chair pose. Good, lift and fold. Palms to shins. And down, step your left foot back this time, back foot flat to the floor. Bend the right knee, come on up. Warrior two. Good, reverse warrior, inhale. Exhale, swim forward, downward facing dog, exhale. Hands and knees, inhale. Child's pose, arms by your sides. Inhale, coming into hero's pose, sweep the arms out to the side and overhead, lift up onto the knees. Exhale with control, coming back down. Take the hands forward and slither down onto the abdomen. Locust pose, head, chest, and legs lift, ground the pelvis. Exhale, release down, curl the toes under, push up and back. Stay for a breath. Left leg lifts. And exhale, step that left foot forward, back foot flat to the floor, warrior two. And sink. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, swim all the way forward. Step forward. Palms to shins. Exhale, fold down. Sweep the arms out to the side, come all the way up, inhale. And palms to your heart this time. Feel sensation, feel the breath. Notice what's happening in your body, your breath rate, your heart rate. All that moving around, all that warrioring. Yeah, you might feel tired. You might be aware of some discomfort or parts of the body that worked really hard, but also feel the strength of those postures, the strength of that movement. The empowerment of those postures and of that movement. Good. All right, then bringing your awareness on back. Let's balance before we come back down to the ground. So I'm going to ask you to have your feet about hip distance apart and to focus your eyes to a single non-moving point in front of you. And even though, of course, we're doing this online, don't look at me too much. I'm going to be moving around. So maybe something in the background where I'm at if you want to, okay? But try to keep the eyes focused. When the eyes are focused, the mind is focused, and we can balance just a little bit better, okay? So go ahead and shift the weight of your body down into your left leg, okay? You might even feel like the abdomen is kind of lifting out of that left hip, all right? Your arms can either relax down or palms to heart. Now with the eyes focused, lift your right knee up as high as you can, which only might be a few inches, or it might be all the way. Do your best. And you might fall once you get here. You might waver a little bit. If you do fall, just take your time coming back into it, okay? Again, focus in the eyes. And it's important that we do breathe here. Because if you don't breathe, you pass out and fall. So do it breathing. Good. All right, go ahead and bring that right foot to the floor. Shake off any self-criticism if you were falling or wavering, all right? Just practice. Don't take it that seriously. And then we'll do the other side. So grounding into the right foot this time, go ahead and just lean to that side. Again, palms to heart or arms down, and then pick up the left knee as high as you can, focusing the eyes again to a single non-moving point. And again, breathing. Again, if you fall, take your time coming back in. It's okay to fall. And place that foot on down. Good job. So folding forward, slide the hands on the backs of the legs, just coming into that standing forward fold that we love and know so much. And if you feel like you have the access in your legs, the backs of your legs, in your lower back, you might be able to just grab onto the backs of the legs and just give a gentle tug. Don't force a stretch here, but just guide the heart a bit further toward the thighs. All right, from here, carefully step back to downward facing dog. And then from here, floating down onto hands and knees. Good. So we're going to flip over onto our backs. You can actually flip if you want to, or you can just roll over. It's up to you. You can't be held responsible for any attempted flipping, but just come onto your back. We didn't warm up for that. But what you did before this, I don't know. So if you can flip, flip. All right, so we're just going to do a few more postures before we come down to rest completely. And we'll start with bridge pose. So bring the feet flat to the floor, heels underneath the knees, about hip width apart. Your arms can stay down by your sides for this one. And with your next inhale, go ahead and lift the hips, pressing your pelvis toward the ceiling. There's also this slight arching in the upper back as well. You can think about bringing your chest closer to your chin and relax your throat, deepening this back bend in the upper back. Stay for 2 more breaths. Lift up a bit higher. And exhale, carefully, carefully release the hips back down to the floor. All right, perfect. Go ahead and bring your right knee into your chest. Extend the left leg down to the floor. And take the right knee into the left hand. Extend the right arm out to the side. Take a deep breath in. With your exhale, you're going to take the right knee across the body toward the floor on your left side, coming into a twist. Now, as that knee is going across, think about grounding your right shoulder or arm down to the ground. And you might even turn your chin to the right. Good. All right. Go ahead and unwind. Inhale. And we'll switch sides. So bringing your left knee into your chest, extend the right leg down to the floor. Take the left knee into the right hand, extend the left arm out to the sides, take a deep breath in, and exhale, take the left knee across the body toward the floor on the right. Twist, twist, twist. Think about grounding your left shoulder and arm behind you, and you can even turn your chin to the left if you'd like. And just breathe. Aware of that inhale, aware of the exhale. All right. With your next inhale, carefully unwind. And just hug both knees in now. And it might feel comfortable or right or natural to rock gently on the spine from side to side. But it also might feel like equally as good or even better to just hold the knees still. You can't make a bad choice here. Just pick one. Rocking from side to side or holding the knees still. Good. Now, when you feel complete in this posture, please extend your legs down to the floor and make yourself comfortable here to rest your final relaxation pose. Letting your body uncross, the toes flopping out to the sides, your arms resting by your sides, palms face up. This just lets the shoulders relax a bit better. Relax any gripping or clenching in the face, the eyes, the teeth. And feel your connection to the ground beneath you. These are supportive points for you right now. There's nothing that you need to keep holding up in this moment. So really surrender the weight of your body into the floor, into the ground. You don't have to hold up your arms, let go. You don't have to hold up your legs, let go. Your spine, which does so much to hold you up throughout the day, does not need to hold you up right now, let go. And that includes your head, let go. Peace, peace, peace. So go ahead and take a deeper, fuller breath. Make some gentle movements in the hands and feet, your arms and legs. When the time feels right, go ahead and roll to your right side. And come on up to a seat. So sitting tall, bring your palms to your heart, lower the chin, taking a breath in and out. Just honor yourself for the work you've done here tonight. Gratitude, so much gratitude for the work, the effort, the willing that you put forth, and the willingness to show up again and again. May that effort and this practice continue to serve you. So until we meet again, namaste.